Where Beef Comes From, written by Avery Grant, designed by Sherry Grant, and narrated by Kevin Hirsch. This book will take you pasture to plate through the production of beef. The production of beef starts in the springtime when the mother cows give birth to the calves. Because cows are mammals, just like humans, the mother normally gives birth to just one calf at a time. A newborn calf will weigh between 35 and 40 kilograms. The producer keeps a close eye on the cows to make sure everything goes right. When the new calves are born, their legs are very wobbly. They will try very hard to get up. Within an hour of birth, they will have started drinking their mother's milk and be able to walk. The new calves will stay with their mothers in the pasture for the summer months. They will drink milk and learn to eat grass and hay for food. Can you imagine eating grass and hay for your supper? Cattle can eat these things because they have a very different stomach than humans. A cow's stomach has 4 parts. Each part plays a special role in digesting the food a cow eats. Cattle belong to a group of animals called ruminants. A ruminant animal, like a cow, sheep, goat, or bison, can eat and digest the food they do because their stomach is divided into 4 compartments. A cow spends much of its time chewing. It chews its cud and breaks down the tough grass so it can digest it and use the nutrients. This weathered skull shows the cud-chewing teeth. There are 6 molars top and bottom on each side. There are 8 teeth on the bottom front and a tough pad of skin instead of teeth on the top front. Cattle have a total of 32 teeth. Cow pie tip. Manure and urine are put back onto the pasture. These unused nutrients are recycled and help keep the soil healthy. Cattle can convert grass and hay into meat for people to eat. Most of the land cattle graze is unsuitable for growing plants for people to eat. Cows keep the land healthy by helping prevent erosion and giving the soil good nutrients from their manure. This helps plants and grasses grow. Without cattle, this land would not produce food for people. Cows are doing their part to keep the environment healthy. Producers sometimes give their calves a vaccination to keep them healthy and prevent them from getting sick. This may be done in the springtime when the producer gets all the calves together and tags them. This tag is like a home address for the calf and identifies where the calf was born. In the fall, after the calves have learned how to eat grass, it's time for them to be weaned from their mothers. First, the producer will round up the cattle from the pasture. This may be done using horses, cattle dogs, trucks, or ATVs, all-terrain vehicles. The calves are now separated from their mothers. The calves will stop drinking their mother's milk and learn how to be on their own. Sometimes the calves now go to a backgrounding lot. The producer will feed them things like hay and barley to help them grow and make their meat taste good for people to eat. Throughout the cold winter months, the calves stay in the backgrounding lot and are fed by the producer. After the winter, because of all of that eating, the calves have grown a lot. The process is almost complete. In the spring, the calves are put back in the pasture to eat some more fresh grass. They are free to roam around and go wherever they like within the pasture. The producer makes sure they have clean water to drink and plenty of grass to eat. When they weigh about 400 kilograms, the calves are ready to go to a feedlot. The calves are now over 1 year old and are called yearlings. The producer rounds up all the yearlings and takes them to a corral. The cattle are loaded onto cattle liners, trucks made for hauling cattle. Producers sort the cattle before loading them on the truck. Once they get to the feedlot, they are fed a healthy diet so they continue to grow. This usually takes about 4 months. When they have reached a weight of about 600 kilograms, they're ready to be processed into beef. Feeds include silage, hay, feed-quality barley, as well as minerals and supplements. This ensures each animal is getting the feed it needs to grow big and healthy. The animals are transported to the processing plant. Care is taken to ensure the cattle are handled in a safe way as they travel. Inspectors make sure the meat is safe. The beef is also graded for eating quality. Some meat is put through a large grinder and turned into ground beef, also called hamburger. The meat is shipped in boxes to grocery stores and restaurants. Some of the meat is exported to other countries. The meat will be covered and kept refrigerated or frozen until it is cooked. The packaged steaks, roasts, and hamburger are ready for people to buy. Beef has lots of things to make you healthy and strong. All of the nutrients the calf works so hard to digest make the meat full of zip. Zinc and iron and protein equals zip. Beef provides 14 essential nutrients, including zinc to help you grow, iron to give you energy, protein to build strong muscles, plus vitamin B12 to help keep your brain healthy. The production of beef is complete. For more resources and comprehensive questions, visit www.beefeducation.ca. Glossary. Backgrounding. To feed correct nutrients for growth of the just weaned calf. Cattle liner. A special truck designed for transporting cattle. One truck can usually hold 50 to 70 animals, depending on their weight. Chews its cud. The process by which a ruminant animal chews and re-chews its food several times to thoroughly digest it. Erosion. Natural processes whereby conditions such as weather wear away the soil. The soil is moved from one place to another by wind or water. Feedlot. A fenced area where cattle are looked after and fed all the nutrients needed. Graze. To feed on grasses and vegetation. Mammal. An animal that is warm-blooded, has fur or hair, and drinks its mother's milk. Manure. Animal feces. Pasture. Ground on which grass or vegetation grows and is eaten by grazing animals. Ruminant. Mammals who have their stomach divided into 4 compartments. Examples: sheep, goats, deer, and cattle. Vaccination. Given to prevent sickness or disease. Weaned. To stop drinking a mother's milk and learn to eat other foods. Interesting facts. Hooves. Cattle hooves are in 2 parts and are called cloven hooves. The hoof is made of a hard outer shell to help protect the animal's leg. Deer, sheep, and pigs have cloven hooves. How long does a cow chew her cud? A cow may spend up to 8 hours every day chewing her cud for as many as 30,000 chews a day. What is the difference between a heifer and a cow? A cow is a mature female. A heifer is a young female who has not yet had a calf. What is the difference between a steer and a bull? A male animal is a bull. A male that has been neutered is called a steer. How do cattle see? Cattle have wide-angle vision. They can see everything except what is directly behind them. Cattle do see colors, but not in the same way we do. Cattle have very limited depth perception. While a cow may see you standing at its side, it cannot judge how far away you are. Do cattle have hair or fur? Either word is correct. Both hair and fur are made of thin strands of flexible protein. There is no difference in the composition of either. What do cattle eat? Cattle are herbivores, which means they eat only plants. More interesting facts. Can cattle hear? Cattle have very sensitive hearing and can hear lower and higher pitched sounds than humans. They have less ability to locate the source of the sound. Calves are born with big ears and have muscles to control if the ears face forward or tip backward. How do cattle drink water? Cattle drink water by the use of a sucking action. They do not lap water like a cat or dog. Where do cattle live? Cattle can live outside all year long because they have a special coat of hair that protects them. In the winter, their hair grows longer and is thicker to protect them from the cold temperatures and snow. In the summer, their hair keeps them cool, protecting their skin from the sun and warm temperatures. Can a cow smell? Cattle have an amazing sense of smell and can smell odors up to 8 kilometers away. The sense of smell is how a cow finds her calf. What about breeds of beef cattle? There are many different breeds of beef cattle, each with different physical characteristics. Major breeds in Canada include Angus, Charolais, Hereford, Limousin, and Simmental. What else do we get from cattle? The parts of the animal that cannot be eaten by people are used in other ways. Leather, which comes from the hide, is one of the most common. Saskatchewan Stock Growers Association extends appreciation to the many individuals and industry partners who have made this book possible.